Good morning, kings and queens. Peace and blessings. Grace, favor, and protection to all my gods and goddesses out there on this beautiful Wednesday morning. My name is Malachi. Malachi Love, for those that don't know me. I'm an empowerment and transformational specialist, coach, dealing in mental health and emotional wellness. I just came to talk to you for a few minutes this morning. I had to come outside. It's beautiful today. They said that my lighting wasn't too good on the inside, so I had to start doing my videos outside, but that's okay. I like this fresh air. Hadn't got hot yet here in Texas. Still on the cool side. But like I said, my name is Malachi, and I want to just talk a few minutes to my kings. Ladies, I haven't forgot about you. I acknowledge you every single day, so forgive me, but I just want to talk to my gods and my kings for a few moments. I don't know, in today's society, what I have to say today, I know it's not accepted in today's society. I know it's taboo. It's not acceptable. Depending on who you are, it's probably downright forbidden. But I'm just gonna take a dive and rip the band-aid off and say it anyway. I'm kind of a rebel. I don't like going with the masses anyway. So if it's unaccepted by the masses, then that means I need to say it. I don't know if you heard this a lot growing up. I don't know if you received any affirmations growing up, King. But I need you to know from one man to another, I love you. I love you with everything that's in me. Because I'm a king, I'm a God. And from one God to another, I love you. I honor you. I acknowledge you. I accept you. I need you. So to affirm you, I need you to know today you are special. You are amazing. You are loved. You are needed. You are a God. I know sometimes you may not feel like one. I know sometimes it's hard to see that when you look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror in the mornings and you look back at yourself, I know it's hard to see that looking back at you. I know you got a lot of stuff piled up on top of it, but you are a God. You have king-like blood flowing through your veins. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that was told to you coming up. Hell, it wasn't told to me coming up, but I got to the point where I recognized that within myself. So because I recognize it, I need to share that with you. I don't care whatever you've been through. I don't care what you're going through right now. Wherever you are at in the world, I need you to know that I love you. And you're going to make it. You're going to make it because of what you're made of. You need you to make it. The world needs you. I know when we look around, the world treats us certain type of ways, some worse than others, but ultimately, men get a bad rap. And depending on what we're talking about or what the conversation is about, sometimes I can't blame them. I can't blame the murmuring and the complaining that goes around when they're talking about us. I'm not going to say it's always warranted because it's not. But I need you to know, despite all that has happened to you, there's still greatness inside of you. There's still greatness inside of you. You have a uniqueness about you that the world needs. I don't know if you're familiar with your identity. I don't know if your identity resonates with you. I don't know if you equate your identity to be that of your life experiences. I need you to know that you are greater than your life experiences. I need you to know that you're more than what has happened, either to you or around you. You have so much greatness flowing through your blood. And you need to share that with the world. The world needs that. The world needs to know who you are. who you really are, who you truly are. I know it may be piled up on top of underneath a whole bunch of stuff, but it might be time to unpack that. It might be time to uncover that. Let's uncover your greatness. No one said you had to do it by yourself. I think there's a misconception in the world today about men and how your manhood is defined based upon your ability or your inability to stand on your own 2 feet by yourself, 10 toes down. But you're not a real man if you can't do it by yourself, if you can't do it alone. I'll be the first one to tell you, if that's the description of a man, if that's what makes a man, then I'm not that. I'm not that. I don't succumb to that train of thought. That might be the world's way, that may be society's way, but we weren't put here in the midst of all these people in the world to just do it by ourselves. I don't believe that. And I believe that's part of the reason why there's so many men beat down. They're beat down and they're wounded because they sincerely believe that they have to do it alone, and you don't. That is the furthest thing from the truth. That is a lie. That is a lie. So if you are that king today and you are that God today that resonates their identity, you know who you are, you know you're a king, you know you're a God, and you are walking in that God way, that God-like way. Share that with the world today. The world needs it. That's really what's missing in today's world, and it has been for quite some time. It's been missing for a while. That God, that king that walks and knows within himself who he is, because when he knows who he is, he makes everybody around him better. He makes everyone around him better. So if you're confident and you're walking with that God-like strut and you know who you are, please shower the world with that today. Manifest that in the world today. But for those that may be struggling with their identity, that may not believe that they are a God, a king, that's okay. That's okay. There are people here for you. You're not alone. You are wonderful. You are amazing. You are loved. I do not apologize for that. I have 7 kings of my own. I have 7 kings and 1 queen. So I have 7 boys, and I tell them every day, I love you. I do not apologize for that. That has nothing to do with my sexuality whatsoever. I believe that the world becomes a better place when more men are loved correctly. And it starts when you're young. It starts when you come into this world. How many of us are affirmed when we come into this world? How many of us are nurtured with affirmations and with love growing up as part of our diet, as part of our DNA? People don't know that we struggle when we don't get that support growing up. When we don't get those affirmations growing up, it's almost like watering a plant. It's like watering a plant. If you don't have the right amount of soil, you don't have the right amount of water, you don't have the right amount of sunlight, if that environment is not right, then that plant's not going to grow. So it's not the seed's fault. It's never the seed's fault. And I need you to know that. I need you to know that it's not our fault where we were planted. The seed is going to grow based upon its environment. So for those that have missed out on the needed affirmations and the needed affection and the needed love that it takes to grow a person, I need you to know that I believe in you. I love you. I care about what happens to you. So for those that need a little help along the way, I'm not saying that you need somebody to hold your hand. That's okay too if you do. You know, so many people are afraid to admit that. They're shameful that they need help. So if you're that person that is is apprehensive about reaching out and asking for help, that's okay. We may not need to hold your hand, but hey, you may need somebody to just walk with you. You just may need somebody to walk alongside you, just to say you got company on your way to your destination, on your way to where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a clue, hey, we can figure it out along the way. I just need to let you know today that somebody does love you. Don't give up just yet. You're thinking about it. I know you think about it, especially now during all this craziness that we got going on, as if COVID wasn't enough. Now we got war going on across the way. So it's just so much going on in the world, not to mention what's already going in our individual lives. I need you not to give up. I need you to hold on just a little longer. Help us on the way. Just be willing to reach out for it. Reach out to it. Reach out to it. Comment down. Comment down below. Inbox me. Comment down below. If you catch me on Facebook, you can always inbox me at Malachi Love, or you can comment. If you reach me on Instagram, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube, my YouTube channel, The Cocoon. Reach out. Reach out. Don't go it alone. Don't go it alone. It's a lot of things happen when you go it alone. A lot of things happen. We're not made to be alone. Even I don't want to get too biblical, but even the Bible says it's not good for man to be alone. So how can it be not good for man to be alone, and then the world tells you you're not a man unless you do it by yourself? If that's not contradictory, I don't know what is. But don't give up. Don't give up. Help us on the way. I have an announcement coming up in the coming weeks. The movement is beginning to start. A movement is about to happen. There's a shift that's about to happen in our favor, gods. It's about to happen in our favor, kings. I just need you to hold on just a little longer. So if you are that God, if you are that king that's struggling a little bit, maybe your confidence level is not where you would like for it to be. Maybe your direction, your destination, maybe you don't have one. Maybe you struggle with knowing where you need to be, where you should be, where you want to be. Reach out. Reach out. Help is here. Help is here. I appreciate you for stopping by and taking a few minutes with me. I just wanted to share that with you, that you are loved. So don't give up. You enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk with you soon.